Hello violin players. Today in this video I'm going to show you two new notes. For some of you they're new, I'm sorry. For those of you who are at string enrichment, this is a bit of a review of some of the things we've done in the past. But for those who have not been able to come to string enrichment or are not participating in string enrichment, this is somewhat new. So the two notes that we need to learn are G and A. Now, you all have stickers on your violin. Unfortunately, my stickers fell off, and I don't have the backups with me at the moment, so I can't show you with the stickers. But please know that you have the stickers in most cases to show you what I'm talking about with this. Now, G and A. For G, it is on the second space of the treble clef staff. And as you see right here, I drew a number 3 over it, which tells you that you need 3 fingers down to play this note. I drew an approximation here. This is your D string right here. This is on your D string still. Right here is the first sticker where your index finger goes. Here's the second sticker where your middle finger goes. And then here, it's possible that not all of you have received this sticker in class yet as a guide. So for those of you who have it, that is where your third finger goes, so that's where your ring finger is going to go. Those approximated that way. That's where your ring finger would go. If you are one of the people who has not gotten this sticker in class, please let me know next time and I will make sure I put that sticker on for you. But just know that if you all have the second sticker, I know that. So that finger or sticker is going to be literally right next to it. So if my middle finger is here, pretend this is my ring finger, the string is going to go right next to it. Now for A is easy. A has no fingers down, but you just need to remember that is on your A string. So if you look at the violin, normally we've been using our D string right here. Now for A, we just switch to here with no fingers down, and that's your open A string. Take a second to play both G and A for you, just so you can hear what they sound like. So remember G, 1, 2, 3 fingers down on your D string. That's what G sounds like. And A, no fingers down on your A string. Sorry, hit the D string a little bit at the end. But now you know what G and A sound like. Practice them plucked first, then practice them bowed. Make sure your fingers are comfortable with where they need to go. Now, for your practicing, what I asked you to prepare was number 19, 20, and 21. And right now, what I'd like to do, I'm going to clap through them and count, and then I'm going to play through them for you, just so you can see. Just so you can hear what they sound like, and you can use that to practice along with on your own. Now, I gave out these in class last week, and I know I did, but for whatever reason, if you've misplaced it, it is on Google Classroom, so please look there. You have a way to practice, so please make sure you're checking Classroom for this. And if you notice, above some of the notes, I put a number as a fingering reminder for you. Use your stickers, or right next to the sticker for G, or next to the second sticker for G, for those of you who might not have received the G sticker, the third sticker, or it might have fallen off. Now, I'm going to count and clap through 19, 20, and 21. After I count through each one, I will then play it for you on the violin, so you can hear what it sounds like. So here's 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pick it up. Practice plucked first. I'm going to play it bowed for you, though, because I want you to see a little more of the bow. But practice plucked, just your fingers at first. So now you know what number 19 sounds like. Please keep an eye on your bow grips. Make sure you're keeping your pinkies on the bow, keeping your thumb bent out, the rest of your fingers across. And make sure that you're using what we call the bowing alley right in here. Careful that you don't start to angle the bow up or down like that. That'll alter the sound you get. Keep it right in here. Now, let's do number 20 the same way. So I'm going to start by count, clap, and tap, and then I'm going to play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here it is, played on the instrument. As always, pluck first, then bow. Now, make sure you're also being consistent with the weight that you're putting on the bow. If you heard right at the end on that last note, I relaxed a little too much, and all of a sudden I didn't put enough weight on the bow, so the sound started to get a little weird. The other thing I wanted to make sure that you noticed is that anytime I had a half note or a whole note, I didn't just go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I kept the bow moving for the duration of the note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So anytime that you have a note that's longer than one beat, keep the bow moving the whole time. Keep your weight even as well. Now the last one I'm going to do is 21. This one I'm going to do plucked, just so you can see that I'm going back and forth between the strings. But first I'll do it with the rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do this one plucked, so you can see going back and forth between the strings. I can angle the camera down just a tiny bit. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Rest. Rest. And now let me do that once with the bow. Now the key to changing the string that you're bowing on has to do with your arm angle. So for me to bow on the A string, my arm is going to be a little bit lower than it needs to be for D. So here's A. Now to get to the D string, I have to raise my arm a tiny bit. So the challenging part of this exercise is going to be being able to go back and forth from the A string to the D string. I'm not expecting you to get that perfectly over the next 6 days, or however many days it is before I see you again, especially without me being able to give you feedback in person. But I'm going to do it bowed once just so you can hear it. Okay, and as you can see, anytime I had a half note or a whole note, the bow was moving the whole time, but if I had a quarter note followed by a quarter rest, the bow stopped. I hope this video has been helpful for you. I covered 2 new notes, or review of 2 notes for some of you, depending on what programs you're participating in. And I went over 19, 20, and 21. And for 21, I even did it both plucked and bowed. And I was able to talk a little bit about bow stuff that we don't always have time to go over in detail in class. So please let me know if you have questions, put them in the comments, sending me emails, sending smoke signals, whatever you need. And I'm happy to answer it as soon as I see it over the course of break. So with that said, happy practicing, enjoy your days off, and I will see you next week.